All right, guys. Cards Corner episode 3. We have made it.
Go.
We have made it this far. Can you believe it?
So far, so good.
Beautiful.
I think we got a good show tonight, though.
Oh, so much fire coming.
Absolutely.
This week, next week.
The week after that.
Week after that. We got playoffs. 4 games of MLB.
If I remember correctly, you were already planning episode 100. Is that right?
Oh, heck
In
yeah.
Africa.
Yeah, we're there.
Jonestown, right?
Johnstown, whoever.
We're there. We got 2 years.
Bobstown.
We're good.
All right, guys. So today, what we're going to kind of recap, we're going to recap product as we always do. We're going to talk a little bit about what it released, what is releasing. We're going to get into a little sports card topic. This is going to be an interesting one because I think it's one that can be confusing. You think a little bit? Kind of.
Yeah, we're talking about like what makes cards hot.
Yeah.
Like what styles. What material do you want? The cardboard? Do you want the foil?
Sure.
With
Backgrounds.
the glitz and the glam.
You want that colorful...
Not only that, but, desirability is with player used, game used,
Yeah.
sticker auto, on card auto.
Player worn.
Player
So,
worn.
just that whole, I took a picture and took my jersey off and now you cut it into a million pieces.
Do you value all the relics?
No, you just
Even
want
the
that
napkins?
that chunky relic.
You like the napkins?
No.
No, we want that.
Did somebody just knock?
Hello?
Keep it knocking. You're not going to come in.
Then we're going to get into playoff baseball.
Oh.
Today was a
let's
big
skip
baseball
that
day.
one. We can skip playoff baseball.
We're going to talk a little bit about some football, some little playoff or finals basketball.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's going to be a topic that I think is
controversial.
a little bit,
Yeah.
like our co-hosts have a differing opinion on one of these topics, so it'll be interesting to hear the friction a little bit.
Get a little flavor.
Yeah, a little salt and pepper.
Little he said.
We're also then going to get into FanDuel.
Womp, womp, womp.
So we got our butts beat.
We got handed.
I did make a good comeback.
Yeah, but just like we talked about, Turf and Dirt provides a pack to the winner. We're going to rip that. We're going to do kind of the magic of television,
And we
picture
got
in
some
picture.
fire that was pre-chosen before the show.
Yep.
Mr. John Potter picked a pack of No Huddle Mosaic. So we'll be ripping that.
And shipping.
Rip it and ship it.
Absolutely. And then we're going to kind of, at the end of the show, we're going to recap what next week's show is going to be about. We're going to preview kind of next week a little bit.
Got to give you the taste.
A little bit.
Got to get you wanting some more.
Wanting to tune in, right?
Don't forget the MVP during
Yeah, we got the quarter mark.
quarter mark of the
It
NFL
is.
season.
It
MVPs, Rookie of the Year.
I think we'll
chase.
roll that into the playoff, finals. Yeah, that kind of speech, talk, all that good stuff. So anyway, this week was actually a light release week. We saw one title in the shop that I got to run through, which was Origins Football.
Which was beautiful.
Pretty fire.
A lot of good cards out of there. A lot of good hits from out of Turf and Dirt. So that was pretty nice.
So for me personally, I've never really opened up much Origins in the past.
They're beautiful.
When we opened the shop up.
I don't even own an Origins card, period. Not even from a Chronicles box or anything like that.
Yeah, when we opened the shop a year ago, I think we had one box on the shelf, and that's always the debate of open it or sell it. And so I would never touch it.
You had one guy just on Instagram rip 4 boxes. I mean, that
Correct.
was flying through it.
And I've had the luxury this year of opening up 3 for the shop, and so I got a taste of what Origins offers, and I actually like the product. It's a cool product.
A little bit of redemption autos, some good booklet autos.
Well, and there was some hot rookie stuff that was pulled.
Yeah.
So we'll get in. We'll preview a little bit of that, and then we're going to talk about what's releasing this week. Which this week is Triple Threads Baseball. We got Absolute Football. We have Heritage Minor League, and I believe Friday is National Treasures Collegiate Football.
Premier Hockey.
Premier Hockey is somewhere in there. Some warehouses get it early, some don't. Kind of is always a problem. It should come out, but we don't quite know when we're going to have it
But
exactly.
it's hockey, so it's all right.
It is hockey.
Back burner stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't like that back burner stuff, though. So Origins, let's just start with there. Super fire. Really like it. There is more on-card autographs than sticker autos that come out of that, which is great. Beautiful. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the thicker stock. The 55 point makes it nice. Card becomes a little bit more durable. Every patch I've seen, just like out of certified, there was some chunk to it. Any napkin single color kind of thing was from the number, so it was considered a patch, but it was pretty fire. I mean, I really can't find anything to criticize for
the only thing that I would want a little bit more from Origins is the color parallels are so subtle. Yeah. I have a hard time figuring out, is it team color or is it a numbered card? Like, I mean, if the number didn't stand out, I would think that it was just blending in and as team color.
And that's true. Like, I pulled a Kyler Murray red. And so it already has the red background, and then it was red on top of that.
On
so
the numbers?
No, the numbers aren't colored. It's that sort of cloud in the background of the card.
It's like a haze in the background.
But there's some numbers on cards you can't barely tell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, I see you hunting down. Is it on the back? Is it on the front?
Sometimes you don't know. Like, they don't. It's not a uniform spot where they put it.
Right.
So sometimes it's like a scavenger hunt.
Gotcha.
You know, that's why like certified, when it's color, it's color. The whole thing is absorbed by that color.
You don't mistake it. But you can easily in Origins mistake a blue to a turquoise to a base.
You know, if you get that blue fog behind a Russell Wilson.
Actually, the turquoise is a color parallel in Origins, by the way.
Okay.
I pulled a Von Miller turquoise to 25. So.
See, you got some color difference there, so that would stand
Orange
out. A little pop.
And kind of light bluish teal.
I feel the friction already.
So, don't you? So, and then of course, I mean, that's great. Usually the sell-through is pretty well. I mean, the Origins does pretty well with keeping its value. We pulled in the shop a Clyde Edwards-Helaire RPA, which is pretty sweet.
Not numbered.
It was a base one.
I did pull a numbered out of certified this weekend. That was my birthday gift, and that was wonderful.
What was the color on that again?
It was orange. Out of 249.
It was a sick card.
49 out of 249. It was the chunk. Now that was a chunky patch.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want out of an RPA.
Oh, by the way.
Saturday, yeah.
By the way, Keyshawn Vaughn.
He did not have a good game. It was Ronald Jones who went off.
But I sent you a message.
Yeah.
Didn't I send you guys a message?
He may have tripped for 2 yards, but he did not have a good game.
Like I mentioned it during the game. I saw him on TV.
It's like, oh shit, he actually has playing time.
TB hugged him.
I saw a cha-ching happen, and I'm like, he must have done something. So
he put his jersey on.
Yeah. So anyway, Origins was super great. Look forward to seeing what else comes out of it as people get into it. So this week releasing, we're going to talk about Heritage Minor League. It's a very niche, kind of a very niche product. If you're a minor league fan, it will cater to you, but it's got that heritage kind of old school.
And the fake logos, the facsimile, just...
Yeah, it's 1971 looking card. Some people dig it, some people don't. Yes, they are. That's always a staple. He was excited for about 38 seconds.
I bought a whole bunch of the MLB Heritage.
I love them.
They're good looks, but their resale value is just not there at all.
But if you're a fan of minor league like I am, I can't wait to get into it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Hence the tattoos.
It will mix it up. You know, it'll be nice to see some different player names and see what the future of the MLB is going to be.
There's nothing better than getting a Hartford Yard Goats.
Hey, Yard Goats, cart. Shout out to my last year's Spiders tournament. That was my team name. We went all minor league teams, and I was the Yard Goats.
Have you seen the Chihuahuas?
No.
Chihuahuas came in second place in our tournament.
No, it's a great minor league team. So anyway, and then we got Triple Threads, white whale hunting. That is what Triple Threads is for.
White whale. See, now that
you don't know that.
No,
huh?
I don't know what that.
Hey, do they ever put out a Negro League, like
flashbacks
cards on Negro League ball players? Did you ever?
I actually don't know that.
As long as maybe they,
That would be. I would be down for that. That would be really cool.
Page, a little bit of
I just couldn't imagine like getting his flannel in a getting that flannel in a jersey piece. Like
great.
that'd be huge, right?
Huge.
Like Babe Ruth flannel, right? Is huge. So
I think it's pretty big.
yeah.
It's probably size 52.
It is. Yeah, it's a husky medium. So anyway, triple threads. So the white whale.
Yeah,
some
what
of
is
you
that?
that are collectors will know this.
That's new to me.
When you get, so you've seen where you would get a print plate
Yeah.
that will have a relic
Okay.
embedded into it, right?
Yep.
And most of them are a very gray, metalish kind of look. Triple threads has a hint of white instead of gray.
Like a hue.
Like a white hue. Like HUE. Yes, thank you for that. And the wink was great too.
Little
That's what I'm
heavy.
here for.
And so it has the nickname white whale. And that is the hunt. Now, traditionally, the white whale hunt.
Don't really hunt white whales though. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
so the white. But the white whale typically will be a higher valued card, so it will, like, you can run a or a print plate of the same player and a white whale next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
The white whale traditionally will be double the value just because it's a white
shit.
whale.
I'm buying
With or
3
without
boxes.
Ahab, right?
Huh?
With or without Ahab?
With or without Ahab, yeah. He might not have a spear with him and dragging that white whale behind. So some people, they buy triple threads just to hunt the white whale.
And are they rookies? Are they vets? Or
Could be anything.
A little mix of everything.
It just
Okay.
doesn't matter. But you're looking to hunt you want Mike Trout white whales. You want,
Yeah,
But
there
this
we go.
isn't something that's like you don't get one per box or get one per.
It is a
case.
one- it's a one of
It's a
one.
1-of-1, yeah.
Oh, so it can be
It's like a
anywhere in the
print
world.
plate, but it's the white hued
Oh, yeah,
print
see.
plate. So
That's what's different about card collecting now. You know, I just talking to some of the buddies is just all those numbered cards and those hunts is what drives the market and the hobby right now. It's like without those numbered cards, you're just back to the mass-produced 80s, 90s.
you are. There's nothing to set it apart from anything else. I mean,
So, I mean, I like that, especially something variants, you know, of this white whale hunt.
but the problem is white whaling can get expensive. You know, if
yeah,
you're,
I mean, you definitely have to have the deep pockets to go for the chase.
yeah, but triple threads has the look where they will spell out on the relics. So whether it's football, baseball, it'll be, 27 home runs will be the spell out on the relic.
Oh,
It's kind
okay.
of an
Yeah.
interesting, it's more of you've got to read the card. You got to
It's like
read
a
the relic, the
Certified
cutout.
Certified had those.
Right.
So I got a couple of those relic ones.
All of that stuff that you see from, in product now originated with
From
triple
that.
threads.
Okay.
Yeah. Triple threads gave it the inspiration. So, and then of course, absolute football releases. Absolute's always pretty fire. I
We
mean,
got 3 mini boxes in there. They got
there's 5 hits in a box. They're a little pricey, but you can get your tools of the trade, you get your football pieces and your,
get that,
glove
that case
pieces.
hit, the kaboom.
Last year, I believe they had there was acrylic, or not acrylic, but crystal cards.
Oh, see, that's fire.
So I pulled a crystal Walter Payton,
Oh, shit.
and it was heavy.
Did you shit yourself? Like
It was huge.
that's where- yeah.
And we were actually, remember that, Stace? We were in Linden when we did that. Yeah.
Oh,
See?
man.
So pull it out, and it's weighted.
Wow.
Like it's real crystal. Like,
I mean, what I like about this Absolute is that there is going to be some separation between retail and hobby by having that sort of foil for strictly hobby. I think because I like that foil. For if I'm buying cards, I like that extra touch to the card. And so if retail's not going to have that appeal, I like that separation.
well, yeah, and it's, you'll get the blasters of Absolute when they finally hit the retail market.
Yeah, but they're just base
They're
cards.
going to be base cards. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
see, so that's
it's
like-
not the same.
That's
product.
like buying Don Russ. Like, you got
Right.
plenty of Don Russ.
Right. So,
It's not blingy enough for him.
No.
well, but it's also the difference between like Contenders, right? You buy Contenders Hobby, you have some foil variants in there. And when you buy the Contenders Blaster, it's
And see, that's good.
it's all
That's,
paper stock stuff.
that makes it so that you don't have those Walmart and Target, campers. They're camping out for that cardboard. They can keep that cardboard.
Sure.
They need to be camping outside of your LCS.
You know,
and not just necessarily the campers. There's those last minute buys where people just run in there and buy,
Yeah.
and get lucky, right? You walk in and you're like, ooh, wow, 2 complete sets of baseball. I'm all over that.
Yeah,
right?
take it. Are you reselling? No.
And then then the clerk is like, are you reselling this? And you're like, nope.
No. Pocket.
Nope.
Got it.
I'm opening
I
them
want
up.
5 complete sets for myself.
Yeah.
Duh.
We're going to scan the images and make
Can you
cards
please open
ourselves.
it in the store for us?
Yeah.
Can you break it here?
Let's crack that up, huh?
We need to crack some absolute.
So, I mean, it's a good segue. I mean, it was almost textbook, I think, right? A good segue into talking about what makes a card
Special.
Sexy.
value. Like, what do you like about a card?
If you were to
You don't like the paper stock.
If you were to frame a card, what is going to be that eye-catching card? And I mean, obviously Mosaic. If you can get the color rainbow in Mosaic would be nice.
Yeah, but is PSA or any of the other grading companies looking at that when they're grading it?
I don't care about grading it. I just want it for
Because eventually they're framing it for you.
Well, I don't care. I'll put it in a top loader and I'll get a frame from Michaels.
But does it affect the grading?
Well, when you talk about a product like Mosaic, right, and you're looking at the color that they put on it, it is a more durable finish.
Yeah.
So you can beat it up a little bit more,
Or
and
handle it a little bit
you can
tougher.
handle it a little bit more, and it won't affect the grade.
Yeah, I'm penny sleeve top load.
Right. The straight like silver, like just a base,
Yeah.
or the silvers.
Those won't scratch a little more.
Those scratch much easier.
Print
The
lines
surface
galore.
is much more delicate. So
Which you've seen with your
correct.
Yeah.
early boxes.
Early boxes of Mosaic. So the colored variants of like a product like Mosaic, or even with like Topps Chrome and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you tend to get better grades on those because the surfaces are more durable.
And I feel like your corners are going to be
Correct.
Your chances are to be a little more crisp than your base card stock. So I mean that's what I'd chase. Even Origins, just for the image of the card, I think would be nice for display. Like I got my man cave ready to go. I need to go buy my frame so I can display some.
You're
going to
see lots of color in Origin. I mean, you want to see eye-catching, vibrant stuff, right?
And that's why I'm excited to see some of the
out.
Yeah.
like Spectra football and Absolute. Some of these other ones that are going to have some
Now,
vibrance.
but does Spectre go into like the clown show kind of?
See, but
'cause
I'm
you get
all
into,
about
like
the
neon pink.
I'm all about the
graffiti,
nebula.
the
Give me,
right, the
give me
Genesis.
the nebula.
Right.
And I
I
want
just
the
don't
galaxies.
like some of these that I see the 2020 in the background.
Hey, that was certified.
And
That was
and I understand, and I understand they're beautiful cards, but
Is this the
to
friction
me,
part?
I don't know what you want to call it. It's just to me, I just
to me
I
it's
don't
too
know.
hood. I mean, I
it's
love
a
it.
little graffiti-ish. It's a little bit. And I
Oh,
understand.
I love that.
I love-
2020 graffiti, baby.
I
man.
loved the graffiti. The only downfall I had
Don't get
with
me
the
wrong.
graffiti,
It's not that I wouldn't take it.
I wanted
We'll talk about that here in a little bit too.
I wanted those guys all to be in their NFL jerseys. That was the only thing I had about that insert. But that 2020 graffiti, that one, still doesn't beat the man from Topps Finest. That still is, out of coming back and collecting, that is just,
When
that
you're
whole set was
as a
gorgeous.
traditionalist, the man insert was fire.
It was-
because that was a throwback to the mid 90s.
The background
inserts.
was beautiful. The image,
You would dig it.
They
Yes.
they
You would
were
dig it.
fire.
Have you seen the man inserts
Yes.
yet? You have.
I've
Yeah.
seen one.
I mean, they're killer. I mean, it's
mean,
a
no, they're
complete
nice.
throwback to
Oh,
the
for
old
sure.
school.
I pulled 3 autos out of here. Like
Tatis, by the way.
Tatis, Pete Alonso, Tim Anderson. I mean, we were pulling numbered auto the man.
Imagine it was Ken Anderson.
Okay. Who dey?
When he was like what, quarterback in '83.
That was
Against
the
the 49ers.
original 1-4.
There you go. So I think the biggest thing is a lot of people will chase for value, right?
Yeah.
And not necessarily put a lot of thought into aesthetics
Appeal.
of a card, right? Like what it looks like. I'm about look of a card. Like
Yeah.
Luminance football. Luminance gets hammered on.
Yeah, see, I'm not a
But I
luminous.
like the foggy,
It's pale.
you know. I'm a pale kind of guy.
Yeah.
I think it's
You
okay
are.
for
You
this
do need some
generation
sun.
of collectors.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine putting a 52 mantle with some sort of background like that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Man,
That-
that's
I
plain
mean,
Jane's, the colors.
The classic.
Could you imagine how
boom
much that would
doesn't-
pop? Man,
oh
you get,
my God,
you
would
get
never do
Babe
that.
Ruth.
Sacrilege. That's sacrilege.
Babe Ruth with some psychedelics. Come on, that'd be
For the newer
amazing.
generation, the new generation of players,
can have
it's probably a great thing.
If it's left to upper decks
know?
devices, you can have a Babe Ruth lenticular.
Hey, next thing you know, they're putting.
I dropped. I
they're,
mic dropped.
Mic
putting,
drop.
gold chain frames on every
See?
on every Latin
Sold.
ball player's
Sold.
card now. You know.
Oh,
Hey,
man, this is
Ozzy
brutal.
Acuna Jr. Yep, I'll rock that gold chain.
Ozzy Albies, man, he's got a thick one on. Too.
Dude, oh
You
man,
see that?
when
Who's
he
that?
what?
Albies' chain is
Oh,
as
yeah,
big
yeah.
as he is.
Azahino? Ooh.
Oh man.
That's why he be running and he's not sliding. He's actually falling face first. His chain is just dragging him
He's
across
top heavy.
the
He's top heavy.
Very top heavy. Although he elevated today.
Oh,
to
he
get
made
that line
he
drive.
made 3 good plays.
I mean,
in that
he had
game.
to get up.
Yeah, no, that-
I mean,
and
he
then-
was second story hit. Did you see that?
No.
Then you get Acuna
didn't see
who
it.
hits the missile and then gets pegged his second at bat. And, you know, like Bauer said, if you don't want the guy to hit dingers off of you, like, figure out a way to get him out. Like, just shut your mouth and strut off later.
Now, I'm curious. Now that we're talking about this, right? I'm curious. I want to get your guys' opinion. So, no fans in the stands, right? Acuna gets plunked, right? He starts walking out, having conversation with Alcantara today. He turns around, tells the dugout, stay there, but he continues the conversation. Fans in the stands, does the cheering bring out the dugouts to clear regardless of what Acuna... I mean, is it a clown show that Acuna starts walking out when there's nobody to be screaming or...
No, that's a man thing. I mean, that's
Well,
like mano a mano. You're going up. You're in the heat
They're just
of the bat.
antagonizing him, trying to get him, riled up, and
Yeah, but is it
you're
a
gonna play
clown
little-
show, though?
It could be. I think it could.
You think so?
If A-Rod was doing it, I think it
So,
would be a clown show.
see, I don't think it's a clown show. I think that's. I mean, I've been drilled many a times.
Yeah, but I
necklaces shattered off of my neck.
But I bet Jenny from the block is not jumping out of the stands ready to beat somebody's butt, right?
No, but those fans. I mean, they're not. They might add a little bit of flair to the dramatics of going out there. But I mean, I think that's just like
So
it's the history though between them and Miami.
Yeah, I mean,
Urena hit him.
Well, that's
and
what that's about.
I was about to knock through the TV when Urena hit him,
Yeah,
and
that was pretty
came at him.
dirtbag mood.
And then
yeah.
his second at bat when they hit him, the catcher was calling for the ball
Right.
behind him. So you're telling me with a guy who had a moving fastball and you already had it aimed at him.
I wonder what
So,
the
there was no, oh, hey, I'm
you're
gonna
a
be an
catcher, right?
inside
You were a
pitch.
catcher. What would be a signal that you send your pitcher
This.
to hit him?
The middle finger down.
Middle finger down.
That's when we were...
I wonder if Javi Lopez ever did that.
No, I'm dead serious. When you know that you want the pitcher to throw at the batter, it was middle finger down was the call, and that was right at the noggin. And you
That's like middle finger up. It's universal.
correct. I mean, you don't
Whether they're playing
you don't
Korea,
rib
Japan,
drill.
or-
You don't throw at their elbow pad.
No,
you put it up around the dome.
You might go rib cage because you don't want to get hit up. In
yeah,
the rib
but
cage.
you hit that ear hole.
Yeah, no, see, but that's
You got an echo for a month in your head.
why I can't forget. Remember what I ate for dinner because of the ear holes that have been rang for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's brutal, but it's a man's game. So
Yeah, no, that's
Not like hockey. When you play with a broken foot, just don't unlace my boot.
well, yeah.
I'll keep playing.
So what was the? Did you guys ever see the YouTube video of the minor league, the batter who did the Mr. Miyagi,
the drop kick the catcher,
the catcher,
yeah.
and go
That
charge
was
the
just-
mound?
That was dirty.
So like if a catcher is calling for a ball to be thrown
A screw
behind the
you
batter,
pitch, yeah.
I mean, does Acuna just Mr. Miyagi him and go after
Not-
Alcantara on the?
Maybe if it was regular season, I might drop that. But playoff time, they can't lose Acuna.
But that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
And MLB is crazy about right now about getting these guys fighting and coming in close contact with
Well,
each other.
the whole goal is
the whole COVID thing.
let the kids play. That's what the mantra was last year. Let the kids play. That's why there's the bat flips. The Tatis just flinging
Everything
the
can't
bat.
be Boston Yankees,
Yeah,
One
you
side.
got to add a little
Drama?
friction.
Drama.
A little raw rubbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. So
Like I'm all for the bat flips.
Oh,
So,
bat
I mean-
flip.
All day long.
Give me some big Timmy Anderson bat flip.
we're kind of in the meat of baseball playoffs right now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So who are you guys all in on? I know you're the Oakland guy.
the
but
Oakland guy who the pitching staff
Do you
can't.
see Pinder's home run today?
Yo, Pinder hit a missile, but
Holy buckets!
Correa,
that thing was
Springer,
into the concourse.
these guys are. I don't know what it is. There's somebody. There's one person in the stand somewhere. It's like where's Waldo? Because there's somebody banging a trash can or doing something because these guys are hitting missiles, and it's driving me. But they also said it's the time of day. for the Dodgers. You're playing. They don't normally have a game at 1:00 in the afternoon in Dodgers where the
So you
air.
think it's thin air?
They
and
said
all
the
that?
air is different at that time of the day.
It's
Then you
not like they're playing at altitude.
then you have the shade. The shade. If you watch the game,
It's not like in Mile High, right?
Yeah, exactly.
the first
Coors Field,
couple
you know?
innings, you don't see. You start to see home plate disappear. The shadows come.
The
come,
shadow
come.
was an issue today.
And so that really affects it. But I mean,
I was watching Altuve's at bat, and he was having a hard time picking the
he's
ball
got
up.
a hard time already. He's too short. He can't see shit.
Oh, he went there.
He's an
That's-
former MVP. Please address him.
Oh yeah,
Is that how do you address that?
Cheater, but former MVP.
Did he win MVP while cheating?
Probably not.
probably
Does it
not.
still count?
I give Houston the credit. Like even if you know as a baseball player, even if you know what's coming,
That's a good topic though. So Barry Bonds, right?
Hall of Fame,
home run champ, roided up.
Hall of Fame.
Does he still get the title of champ?
Yep,
As a roided up dude.
yep.
Just like cycling, man.
Take
All
it.
these guys that are being steroid during that steroid era, and they're
So
climbing
Lance
up.
Armstrong,
they're
you're-
racing up.
you're good
He
with
still
his
had to pedal.
titles.
He still had to pedal.
No,
And they
I'm
were
right
all
there.
doing it. They were all doing it.
I agree. I mean, I still have to, I still have to lift myself out of bed and push the buttons on the cash register.
Well, you need to take more
Somebody's doing
steroids.
that.
Take more
I
steroids.
can't take anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm all for like the cheating. I quote unquote cheating. I don't really know. But
So you have a problem with the trash can banging, but you don't.
no, I
you
don't.
mind the
I don't have a
steroid
problem. I'm just trying to make an excuse for why they're fucking. Excuse me, hitting bombs. Drop that F bomb a little too
What's in
smooth.
that coffee there, baby?
using. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. I mean, Springer hit 2 today,
Yeah, no, I don't want to see
and
Springer hit a
I don't
dinger.
think though. I mean, I don't either. I'm not an Astros fan, but
If today's game and yesterday when Stanton hit the home runs yesterday and the home runs today, it's like if this was cycling, he'd be getting.
So let's
tested.
talk
He'd be
about
getting
that
tested.
then, right?
He'd be getting tested.
Yeah, but
Is Stanton getting tested though?
I think he's getting tested, but that guy's a grown man big. He's
like Aaron Judge, grown man big.
no, Aaron Judge is
He's like
Aaron
Hulk.
Judge wears that husky schmedium.
Did you see his Jersey Mike's commercial?
Oh
Aaron
God,
Judge.
where
Aaron
he
Judge,
gets
yeah.
that Pepsi and the Lay's? Is that yeah? No,
No, terrible.
I wanted Aaron's way.
It's not better than JJ Watt brothers.
He's like, are
the
we-
Watt
the
family.
Subway?
Are
The
we
Subway's
are we
great.
best
they got
friends now?
They got the Subway in their backyard.
Hey, what's in this? You eat every day. You eat
Yeah,
every day.
come on.
So yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. Giancarlo's had a problem with injury, right?
Yeah,
over the last couple
I mean,
years.
he's
I
got
was impressed today. He's
4 straight games. He's one of I think he's tied with the 2 other guys to start a playoff. He's hit a home run in 4 straight, hit
Sure.
2 tonight. So I mean that's
How about? I think
That's top notch.
Was Chase Utley in the mix?
no.
Because he hit like 6. Mattingly?
No.
Oh, that was regular
It
season.
was Mike Schmidt, I think, right?
No.
Okay.
I'd say
Brooks
Chase
Robinson.
Utley, but anyway.
And then of course, I'm rooting for my Fernando Tatis to come out.
I
M-
see. I
MVP
want to
run.
see. I want to see Acuna and Tatis National League Championship. Let's see
That's
that.
the future of baseball.
Oh, that was
You know,
by far.
I'm with the Yankees, being a Phillies Yankee fan, and the other team, the Marlins.
Oh, didn't you want to give a
I
shout
wanna
out to somebody's birthday today?
Yeah, Stott.
Bryson
Stott.
Stott.
Bryson Stott. Happy birthday.
How old is he?
I have no idea, but it's his birthday today.
Thanks to Instagram,
And I am a fan, so, hey,
it's on the calendar.
it's
don't
on the
worry.
calendar. and
We need to
it's,
figure out what Evan White's birthday is so we can give him a birthday shout out at some point.
So, Bryson Stott, happy birthday.
So let's get into football then. April 20.
Evan White.
Evan White, April
26th.
All right.
Straight
so
out of the producer's mouth.
We got
that
it.
is right. So football, we're
We're a quarter way through.
4 weeks
4
in.
weeks
4
through.
weeks. For some.
MVP is shaping up.
A little bit.
Now I'm going to tell you right now, I am not I'm a Seahawk fan just
Here we go.
because really? See, and I have to deal with this all the time.
Homer Domer.
But I'm not a diehard
biased.
blue
Okay,
like I am Mariner, right? Like it doesn't matter. Mariners could be toilet bowl bad.
Which they are.
I will be a fan of. Well, Oakland looked pretty bad today, but
They're doing
So,
it on the big stage.
I
Can't
don't
talk about my Phillies, right?
I don't throw myself in the hey yay Russell Wilson bandwagon, right? But I have to admit, he is playing some fire football right
Oh,
now.
he's balls out, man.
And I'm the number one anybody who knows me, anti Russell Wilson. Love his game. I give him credit for the game. Can't stand the guy.
But he's playing lights out.
He's playing with fire. Like he is balling out, and
Seahawks
I give him
are
full
undefeated.
credit. Undefeated.
Undefeated.
I mean, he's
4-0.
he's making superstars out of Lockett and DK.
DJ was already a superstar, but that'll be a conversation.
DK
for another
Muscle
time.
Man?
Yeah,
So, but if I'm picking
doesn't
right,
matter. Remember,
if I'm picking right now, I'm going Josh Allen. I think
I like his game.
He is definitely out there playing with a little bit less than what Russ has,
But who is? And I'm a big Josh Allen fan, by the way.
Sure.
All right, for a Giants fan liking the Buffalo.
Josh
Bills
Allen,
player.
Thurman Thomas,
But
Andre Reed.
Who has Josh Allen played?
the Rams. That was a tough game. I mean, I think
Okay.
that was
I'll give you that one.
Has he gotten some criticism for not playing some quality
Correct.
teams?
He's in the mix, according to what some of the analysts say.
but
he's in the mix.
We're analysts, so we're
but
going to make our
talking,
own
They're
list.
talking the Russell Wilson.
Are we going to make our own list?
We're making our own. I don't want
Russell
no
Wilson's,
analysts.
the
All
Pat
they are is
Mahomes,
just suits.
The Aaron Rodgers is always a favorite of everybody.
So
Not
do
me,
you guys want to hit each other with baseball bats right now?
Yeah, let's go.
Because like when we talked about friction, like we're going to start punching fun bags.
I'm kind of in the mood for something sweet. Can we like Jello wrestle or something?
I want some pudding. But Patty Mahomes, he's great. But do you notice ever since even the Super Bowl, they don't play in the first half. It's like, are they on snooze and then second half comes and it's like, oh shit, we forgot we're a good team. Let's go.
I have not seen a wow Pat Mahomes this year.
But are you breaking it down to like the teams that have winning records doing that? Because it seems to me like the Giants are trying. It just ain't happening.
Well, yeah, that's
So
Yeah,
Trevor
but
Lawrence, here we come.
yeah. But did you see? It was actually the Jets. Mike Greenberg said if the Jets have the number one pick, he told Trevor Lawrence to stay in college.
Yes, I saw that.
Now, that's coming from a Jets fan, a radio guy. He's saying
you think Gary V would support that?
if we stink,
Greenberg, right?
Yeah, Mike Greenberg.
Yeah.
If we stink that bad,
Yeah.
don't come here. Don't. He's like, and that was some talk before Burrow got drafted. People were saying, "Oh, Burrow doesn't want to go to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Why would he want to go to?" And now, hey, Rookie of the Year. I don't care, Homer,
But if you're
whatever.
a Manning, it's
That's
gonna happen.
Burrow.
So here's the thing that I find though. Like I look at the landscape of the NFL now compared to late last year, right? Quarterbacks that we were following were Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, right? Kyler
Mahomes.
Murray. I'm talking about rookie guys,
rookie.
right?
Yeah,
Jarrett Stidham, right?
which got a chance late in that game and still.
But you're looking across that landscape, none of them other than Kyler Murray are a factor right now.
Well, Locke got hurt. I mean, he was given some
But it
credit.
still counts
Yeah.
as, he is not a factor anymore. So, I mean, card-wise, when you're looking at that, how do you get down with last year's product at this point when you see the money guys, Daniel Jones and all those guys are not...
I think there was a lack of just bang from that group anyways. I mean, even you just name those quarterbacks. Daniel Jones is just another...
He's big and strong.
Eli Manning looking dope.
I mean, is Daniel Jones not a quality quarterback? You're a New York Giants guy. Is he not a
I don't
quality
think his-
quarterback?
is he a franchise quarterback? Is that who you don't?
No. Franchise, no.
You don't want him leading
So
your
who
team.
of last year's draft class is...
Kyler Murray.
You think he's the franchise?
Yeah, he could have been a franchise center fielder for Oakland too if he
But
would
the
have
team,
stayed.
but the
Are you
organization.
mad about that?
Yeah.
The organization
He
is
was what, second over...
first.
First overall.
He was number one both sports. Like that is talent.
Sure.
to your age, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a. It's
But
done.
the organization is making it worthwhile, and they're putting out some. They're
They're
trading
giving-
for quality.
yeah,
even
they're giving him
veterans.
the tools.
They
DeAndre
give-
Hopkins.
Daniel Jones doesn't,
No, sure.
and then Saquon goes down, and we're done.
You know,
It's like
on
you
the
don't care who you bring in.
statistical side of things, I saw Aaron Rodgers quote. He says he smiles every time he hears people say, he's having a down year. He's like, because a down year to him is a MVP superstar year for
Sure.
somebody else, and that's I like to hear that. I'd like to see, and I think Burrow got a little bit of that in him. He's got sort of that Joe cool, smugness.
And we forgot about Herbert.
Herbert's balling out, but they,
Oh.
he
My
can't.
Lost. I mean, I
goodness.
thought it was a beat.
He was
Yeah,
having a
but
battle.
He stood toe-to-toe with Tom Brady.
He was 2 years old
toe-to-toe with Tom
when
Brady.
Brady played his first season. He was 2. Like, you're playing against
20
your
years
idol.
older than him.
But then you got to give Brady credit, right? I mean, 5
Grandpa Brady.
touchdowns, right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, is
Pocket
that
wisdom.
But
He's got wisdom. He knows.
He's a pocket passer. He's gonna be smart with the ball.
And the players are going to
And
play
he's
hard
got
for him.
He's got big dudes.
But see,
the players are gonna
but
play
I
for
kind of figured that this would be the determination year for Brady, right? Like, if he was a legit Hall of Fame, like the best quarterback ever, him going to a new team and playing well,
and I think
would be
he's
the determining factor.
And I think he's playing well. I mean, they got Chicago Thursday night, so I mean, it's not a really big, tough challenge.
But 5 touchdowns against Los Angeles Chargers, is that?
It's
in a
not-
comeback
that a-
situation.
It's yeah.
not just-
I mean, that was a
Right.
It was a comeback situation.
So you're impressed with that?
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Brady's a Michigan guy. Like I liked him. You know,
I mean,
it was hard to see him win.
Drew
some Super
Brees is
Bowls.
struggling a little bit this year. You know, Thomas
He's
is
turned
out.
it back
Thomas
on.
is out, but you know, his main guy, and you've seen everything on the news. Every time it's like without Thomas.
Yeah, I mean,
Thomas.
without any key player on your team, you know, look at Deshaun Watson. I think he would much rather have DeAndre Hopkins than David Johnson by his side right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Like David Johnson, bless your soul, like you were great a couple years ago, fantasy superstar. Now you're just another Joe Schmo
He
picking
didn't,
up
score,
snaps.
he didn't score no points for me this weekend.
No, he's just taking snaps. Like
So who do you get behind then the rest of the year? Who are you rooting for to play well? Be a
rookie
fan of?
wise, or
Rookie wise, I mean, just MVP,
Anybody.
just candidate.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go out there and say it. I'm gonna say Josh Allen.
yeah, no,
I just
I'm-
like what he's become because he's gradually become better. And
I want to
better
see
and
that
better.
too, just only solely
know?
for the Buffalo.
Not that I want the
aspect of
Buffalo
it.
Bills to win it. You know,
I want the Buffalo. You know, I want Buffalo to win that division. Sort of maybe take over that new reign of the AFC. You know, that's needed. You know, Cam Newton once he gets back from Corona.
do you think
vacation,
Tua will see any time this year?
No,
I doubt it.
Fitz
no.
Magic.
Unless
I mean, if he's throwing touchdowns.
Yeah,
They're not
no.
winning, but he's throwing touchdowns.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't right now. If you didn't start the season with Tua and you're watching Fitzpatrick throw, sling the ball around like he is, I don't see why you would replace him.
But as a collector though, like when you get your cards and you're chasing somebody, Burrow makes his first start, you're watching with one eye open.
oh, yeah.
Right, because he gets lit up that first game. People that invested tons of money into him are crying, right?
But I mean, there's not been one. I haven't heard one analyst say that this guy is not a bona fide.
no, Burrow has handled his
Guy.
stuff, but
Like,
Tua,
Let's hope it didn't start off like Carson Wentz when everything was about Wentzylvania. You know,
Oh,
and-
he
and
went
he
to
was
bed.
winning, you know, it's
but
like
see with Tua, he doesn't see any field time as a collector or people that are behind his stuff. That's beautiful.
does that
because
does that maintain the value of a card?
It will, yes.
So will not like the Jordan Loves and
Jordan Love is huge right now.
Yeah.
Tua is huge because they have not seen the field yet.
See, I
And
can't.
as long as they don't see the
And
field,
as long as they don't see the field, their value's high.
I
Really?
can't sell a Tua
Regardless
card
of-
right now. I've been struggling with some of the Tuas that I have. I can't move them because I'm not a Tua
but
collector.
why do you think that is?
I don't know personally. The cards that I have, I got a couple mosaics.
It's always going to be what people
What's
when they,
hot.
right when they get up out of bed that day, what they feel like buying.
What did ESPN tell them that they need to
Correct.
go buy?
But
They gotta see that.
overall, if you don't see the field, you're doing well. Jalen Hurts, right?
See,
He hasn't
Jalen Hurts
hardly seen any field
He
time.
gets out there and then he can't figure out how to grab the ball from that guy that hikes it to him. I don't know. He struggles there.
But
This little
his
fumble
stuff
Brewski.
is fairly valuable. So, so
I think he'll see. You talk about somebody who will see some playing time. I
Hurts.
think he will see some
Hurts, yeah.
Yeah, I think
starting
so.
time before the season is over.
So I know we talk about football. I know you guys are super passionate about that. But there was another subject that came up that I know Tony and I talked about this yesterday, right?
Yep.
NBA Finals. Okay.
Lakers
Sour.
Heat
Right. LeBron James,
walks off the court with
Anthony
the time.
Davis leaving the court
Early.
with time left.
Yes,
Clock is ticking. It's
Clock
going.
is
It's,
ticking.
it's ticking down.
but they still have,
12th man's coming off the bench, pulling his Husky Schmedium warm
to
up
get
off
out there
to
just
get out
to
there
feel
to fill
the court.
to fill before they get more penalties.
right.
24.
Everybody's following LeBron's lead out,
Right.
and he's leaving the game. And I mean, it was almost like, listen, you're beat. Finish it out. Do
Be-
whatever you
be
do
a
after
man.
the game, and then it's like, why should you try to overshadow one of the best, one of the
Performances by
of a player by
Jimmy.
Jimmy Buckets, that anybody has ever seen. I mean, everybody was ranting about his performance, one of the best performances ever.
And some Tyler Hero. Like,
Exactly. And it's like, it was like the whole LeBron thing overshadowed.
Well,
that to
he
me.
needs the attention. That's why he's got the crown
Yeah,
on
that's
his
not
head.
for me.
But you have to think, though, I think Tyler Hero watching that is thinking to himself, this is beautiful for me.
Yeah,
Because he's going to take a ton of heat.
you're looking at the villain,
right.
and the
the
hero.
hero.
Yeah.
Right. So,
And a rookie at that.
but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a basketball fan, right? I am a purist at heart when I look at sports, though. I'm not a huge fan, but I am Michael Jordan all the way.
got to represent.
But LeBron walking off when you showed me the YouTube clip made me sick. Like,
Oh,
I could not.
I
I
was like-
thought you are the biggest dirtbag on the planet if you were going to throw a fit like that and leave before the game is over because you lost one game.
Well, just what does it do to the kids?
Yeah, there's so many
There's
kids
so many
who look
that
up to
look
him.
buy his cards, buy his stuff.
But you know what gave me the angst the most?
My comment.
Yeah. I
I'd
thought
still
about
take
it.
his rookie card.
I thought about it all night, and I thought, despite how disgusted you were by the behavior,
Correct.
right, on how negative it could affect people, you would still be down with benefiting from his valuable rookie card.
Benefit from it to make a dime off of him and not to
And
care
not
too much
care.
about him. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
and that's where it's like
I've never seen that in any other sport.
Now, but would
the
you
purist in
actively
me, I can't
chase
do
it?
that.
Huh?
Like, would you actively chase
Would
a
you go
LeBron
find it?
rookie
No,
card?
no. LeBron's not in my forte. Period.
Okay.
so if you came across it, you would be like,
you
oh
would,
yeah,
you
I
would deal with it. But
yeah.
Yeah,
I
if if it was a good enough price, I'd
yeah, I
buy
think
it.
anybody. I mean, I'm
especially
giving
graded,
up a LeBron.
You know?
now, but I know you didn't have a high opinion of him anyway.
Going in, no.
Right. But I mean, wear the hat on the other foot, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does a fan of him
It doesn't change.
You don't think so?
No, not at all. Everybody's got.
They may be let down a little bit, or might be a little embarrassed by it. But
Now, I love the topic.
They're probably
for this.
making excuses for him. I'm sure
Oh,
there's
sure.
some.
Yeah,
It
anything.
The game was over. It
didn't
didn't
pause, he
matter.
didn't wait, he
It
wasn't
is what it
sure.
is.
I love the topic of this because if you remember the biggest documentary on the planet, Last Dance. Same thing happened with the Pistons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even though Jordan claims that his riff with Isaiah had nothing to do with the Pistons walking off the court,
Right.
it didn't do him any favors, right? And Isaiah said in the camera, if he had to do it over again, he would do it differently. I mean, that's not, he
Hindsight's
claimed,
20/20.
right? He claimed
And-
that's how they did it back
Right.
then.
And LeBron would probably say that too, just solely on his image. Oh, did it
So
taint
you
my
think
image
he
a
would
little
do
bit?
it just for the looks rather than the?
But I say he would take it back. He'd say, "Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't. If I made my fans."
But does this sway people? Because LeBron lately has been pretty political, right? He's come out
He's involved in a lot of different
and
things.
said some
Yeah.
pretty
He's involved.
politically charged things.
But he has chosen not to wear anything on his jersey other than his name. Where
Was that
everybody
an
else is wearing
actual,
some-
or was that a agent image branding thing?
I'm sure
I'm sure he had-
He's the
I'm sure-
GM of the Lakers. I'm sure he
Exactly,
can say what he
exactly.
wants on his jersey.
I'm sure there's a little man on his shoulder whispering in his ear, do the right thing.
Well, I mean, you look at, because a
Don't choose
similar
sides.
thing happened with Michael Jordan in his career, right? There was
Yeah.
a black politician that his parents tried to get him to publicly support, and his image coaches did not like that.
Right.
And he didn't. He donated money but didn't come out in support, and this politician lost. But Jordan, some people look down at Jordan because he didn't make a stand.
Yeah,
But do people look down on
Listen,
LeBron
if you need
for
these
making that
athletes
stand?
to argue these platforms, if that's a platform you're going to use, it's like, you know what? Do it during a game then.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm here for basketball. I'm here for the watching playoffs. I'm here.
Well, I know for me, I'm not a big fan of watching that happen, but I mean, good on Tyler Hero and the Miami Heat. I hope they.
Right now we got
they hammer it out.
a buck 37 left. Lakers up by 4, 95-91.
You think Jimmy Buckets is ready to go?
No, I don't know. We're shorthanded. We're hurt.
But can you get that Tyler Hero stink face? Like, I don't even know. I can't get my lip to do
this?
that. I don't know.
this?
That little growl, snarl.
By the way, you're sporting a new look.
You like that?
I wanted to make sure that
he lost a
everybody,
couple pounds.
like all our viewers, know
It's just
that
a younger, better me.
that's the same Tony, right? I know people might start to question that. So
Did you get a guest on?
I couldn't see myself on the podcast.
you
It was
look
just
like
blur.
you look like a younger Wolverine.
I could have put on that. I could have put on that Jack in the Box hat, Ed.
Yeah, we need Boba
sit
Fett.
here and just kind of
All right, so well, I mean, it's a good topic. I think these kind of things are important because you want to relate sports to reality, right? I mean, sports is fun, right? You get to lose yourself in it, but there's once in a while you get slapped back into, wow, that's not kind of a cool thing to do, you know, how it relates to...
How different would it have been if it was Hero that did that? He's a rookie, and his cards are hot on fire right now.
I think it would be a bigger issue if it was Hero.
Because
Really?
Because personally, I see that as like, this guy doesn't have his name. He hasn't.
So it's
hasn't
more of like
established
a
himself.
temper
Yeah.
tantrum.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Luka does that,
Sure.
it'd be world news.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
The younger generation guys, I think it would be an issue for me.
I didn't even
Because
put
look
the
at Charles
brain
Barkley.
matter
Charles
behind
Barkley
that.
says whatever the hell he wants to say, whenever he wants to say it on air.
Yeah, the old man, like, you know, if it was him, even, you know, Curry, Lillard, anything like that, like so be it, whatever. But yeah,
Sure.
I think the younger, if it, you're talking about Zion. If Zion did that, it's like, who the hell does this kid think he is? He just won.
Sure.
He played 5 games.
LeBron's
in a
on his way
season.
out the door, so it's like
Yeah, it's your grandfathered in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and the thing too
it
is,
doesn't give you the right to do it though.
I mean, the diehards aren't going to change your mind. Right?
No.
The diehards.
It looks
are
like
gonna
game's
be,
over. 39 seconds, 100-91. So 3-1 lead.
So they got one more to go, huh?
no
one
bueno,
more.
no bueno for my Heat.
Well, who knows? Maybe Jimmy Buckets will drink that
we'll get
Gatorade
some
and be
guys
back
back.
after it. So let's talk about FanDuel then.
Well, we tanked
Let's
it.
go from one brutal subject
That-
to another brutal subject.
That was brutal.
So what was the ranking though at the end? Like who ended up?
We tanked it as a core. Tony was
Last
the best.
minute push.
Tony was the best representative out of the three of us here. But it was. I mean, I needed a.
Are you having a hard time with them gloves?
Yeah, the gloves are not rocking. Here, you can hear a loud.
They're blinding me. That's for damn sure.
Hey, we got the Huda. Hey, these were given to me from the Bengal players.
They're practice worn.
They are game worn.
Game
They
worn.
are game worn, and they are sweaty.
I don't get
as
down
all
with that.
get out.
I'm only into practice
So-
worn things.
So Tony came in 6th.
I'm into player worn, not game used.
Jimmy, you came in 8th, and then somewhere down yonder, there we go. 14 is where I fell. So that was I lost a coffee on that one too.
You last?
No, there was 20 of us. Okay, so I was.
So we filled it. Did we fill it?
Yeah, and I was.
Because it was like
so,
16 or 17.
So I had fallen like a little doze right before Thursday night's game, and so I don't know how many people jumped in right at the end there, but I mean I'll try to add another 20 if we got more people, because I want the
So
fire
this
to
would
get
be
in.
FanDuel 2, right? We have FanDuel 1, 20, right?
Yeah, no, I
FanDuel
wanna-
2.
Yeah,
Dose.
I want to see more
Is that-
people. I
is
want to
it
see
dose?
it. I want to
Is
see
that
it get
dose?
competitive.
Dose.
C.
Ichini Sanchi.
That's Japanese, by the way.
But yeah, I mean, I got my side bets with some coworkers, you know. I got
How much did you lose?
just a cup of coffee. You know, just all I got.
Like Starbucks?
Yeah, but
We're in the Pacific Northwest. This isn't Jersey.
They have woods, though. We're in Bellingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, still the Pacific Northwest.
So this week I'm not going to run through my team. I'm going to give my just focal point guy that I'm.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God, because nobody wants to listen to.
So
anything
I will
good.
go out on a limb and say my quarterback this week, I deviated from my Russell Wilson,
There we go.
and I went with Joe Burrow.
Joe,
And-
cool. He's going. Okay, so we're going against Baltimore. This if he shows up big against Baltimore, that card price is
Skyrocketing.
it is beyond like
Did you hear me burp?
huge. if
Sorry.
if it takes off and
I
he
thought you were
wins,
growling.
if he wins this
I thought we were
game
at
against
home.
Baltimore, it is going to be lights out on Burrow cards, because that will just
I
cement.
hope so. I got some decent
But
ones that are just
That
camping
would
right now.
that would cement the real deal, like that's going on right now. He's got 2 interceptions on the year. One was a little random flip that
So
turned
can
into
I
a
ask
pick,
you a question,
and the other
then?
one was stolen from his tight end's hands
So-
in the end zone. That should have been a touchdown.
When Burrow was drafted, there was that story about Burrow didn't want to play for Cincinnati. He
Even
was
though he's
gonna
from Ohio.
Throw a fit, the whole
Yeah,
thing.
I think it was more his daddy.
I mean, was that a real thing, or
No,
was
I
that
mean,
just a
he's-
media grabbing a
He
hold
says
of
it.
something?
Yeah, he says he never said anything
because
like
he's
that.
playing like he's
Oh,
looking to run that
so
offense.
My number one issue before he came is I watched some of the LSU games, and he threw 60 touchdowns, and I never really saw him run down and celebrate with his teammates. He'd throw that touchdown and he'd walk onto the sidelines, and I'm like, does this guy not want to care about his teammates? Like everybody else is down there celebrating, and you're going this way.
Fitzmagic.
But then when Mixon goes off this week, he's running down there. He's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. He's out there. He's in it. And I think that was showing.
Is that for the wet T-shirt? What is that?
No, that was him and Joe Mixon's little celebration in the end zone. They were rock, paper, scissoring.
Should we rock, paper, scissors when somebody buys a 50-cent pack?
But
Exactly right.
But to see that
Card.
that was huge for me as a Cincinnati fan, to show that he's all in. He's not just there about himself.
So even going into that game, though, there was a little question in your mind.
Yeah, I didn't really see much of it. I mean, he only had five. I think he has 5 touchdowns on the year. So I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of action. He got his one rushing touchdown early, but it was nice to see in that game. I think that was huge, and I think the team sees that. And I think that builds off of that. I mean, Joe Mixon, everything that they did worked in this week against Baltimore. Tough divisional opponent. But I mean, Lamar, he's throwing for 100 yards. Like,
what happened to Lamar this year? Holy
C.J.
cow.
Beathard came in relief of Nick Mullins the other night, and in like 2 minutes he threw for damn near 150 yards. Yep. And Lamar can't throw that in 4 quarters. And it's not like the running game is going lights out. So there's hope. Geno Atkins comes back this week.
You're saying Lamar's cards are trending down?
I don't say. I mean.
Okay, so when he said Geno Atkins, I actually pictured Geno Smith.
Oh God,
I pictured Geno Steakhouse in Philly.
There's 4 games in, so I'm not going to say that Lamar's tanking. I think
Lamar is not the dynamic that
he ran for a 50-yard touchdown.
You think he's tanking to try to get Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think his issue is maybe somebody they're trying to retool him, trying to make him something that he's not. I think he just needs to go out there and play his game.
Maybe they just told him, "Hey, listen, don't take the risk you took last year."
Yeah, but see, that's
when you ran. I mean, he's the
That's
first.
his game. Tell Steve Young, tell John Elway, hey, don't helicopter for a first down. Like,
isn't he the first to quarterback the 5,000 yards rushing or something?
Yeah, I mean, let him be. Let him, if that's his game, let him play. But yeah, I definitely see Burrow playing big, so I agree with playing Burrow this week. Kelly, John, he's going to be my pick for this week. Josh Kelly from the Chargers. I see him with no Eckler out for a couple weeks there.
Going there.
Going where?
You're rattling off your team?
No, I'm just rattling off Kelly. Kelly's my pick to click.
If you are an Origins fan, I did pull a nice Joshua Kelly RPA 3-color sticker auto, but that's okay.
Hey,
how's Jonathan Taylor doing?
He, it's like Hilaire. I feel like both of them.
He caught a last-minute touchdown and won a Super Bowl one time. Oh, wrong, Jonathan Taylor. Wrong, John Taylor.
I feel like both him and Hilaire, they're doing good. They're playing rookie good. They're not playing like elite.
I think
good.
that's a new thing. Rookie good.
Yeah,
it's like to NFL
it's just
good.
Elite good.
That's like stable, critical.
Yeah, you're doing what
messed up.
You're doing what you were expected to do. You're not going out and Hilaire's first game where he just blew up for 100.
Good, and then there's turf and dirt good.
Yeah, no. See, there's Joe Sports Cards good and turf and dirt good.
Oh, ouch! Oh goodness!
I was gonna do Premier and just standard OPG.
Let me check with the. Do we have to edit that out?
Check.
Oh man, that was that was brutal.
So
okay.
But do you have a rookie, Tony? Who do you see going off this week?
I'm gonna put my money on probably CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I mean, Burrow would be my number 1 rookie,
only
and then
because Dak is
CeeDee
hot
Lamb would be number
they're
2.
Desperate and they got to win. They're becoming the joke of the NFC East and
the NFC least.
Exactly.
Thank you. Philly is sitting there at 2-1, the same record as Cincinnati. The only difference is Cincinnati's in last place, Philly's in first place.
Yeah,
you get the.
I mean, we're 3-12-1 in that division.
Yeah, that's.
Whole division.
That's why it's the least.
And the Giants won the division at 7-9, right?
Yeah,
the Giants aren't winning, and you have the Cowboys who are scoring points and aren't winning.
But if the Giants win this week at 1-4 against Dallas, I mean you're talking about a cluster.
I'm going CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb now he's playing better than rookie good. He's next tier.
Sure. And I think for me, I want to see Justin Herbert do well in the next couple starts.
He's playing
He's better. I'm
fantastic.
buying his cards.
Yeah, I sold a lot of his cards to a buddy who's a Chargers. Well, he's not too much of a Chargers fan anymore since they went from San Diego,
Oregon Duck fan.
to LA.
Yeah, but see, the thing is I see in this business of sports cards, you see quarterbacks every year come and go, right? And
Oh, yeah.
You see a lot of flash in the pans. I would like to see one stick.
I got a question.
Sure.
Was Dwayne Haskins a hot rookie card?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still on that cusp.
He's putting up yards, but it's like, I think
Last minute yards.
Antonio Gibson, he had a good game this past week. That was
Andy Golden.
Yeah, but Gibson had a good week. That's a rookie to keep an eye on. I think he'll keep performing.
I would just like to see a quarterback stick it, really stick it. And Herbert's doing well. Not to say that Burrow, I don't want to take anything away from him.
Burrow's
because
he's already vetting.
I like
seasoned.
Burrow's game.
Yeah,
Don't get
he's
me wrong.
seasoned in there.
I like to see a quarterback come in and run an offense efficiently.
Yeah.
And I get to see that. So, but I like watching Herbert play. I think he's exciting. He's a traditional pocket passer.
Yeah.
And I like that. I mean, it's stand in.
Well, the
take
Chargers
the
are
hit.
scoring points.
Right.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
they're putting
he
up numbers.
competed.
Simple.
He competed with Brady.
And their defense is.
I honestly think
Outstanding,
Herbert is going to be like another Josh Allen.
You think so?
Yeah, where it
I
might
see the similarities to me.
it might take a bit for him to take off.
Do you know Buffalo's schedule coming up?
No,
who is Josh Allen's biggest? Where is his biggest test?
Well, I mean, you're looking at that division in itself, where you got New England.
The rub on him right now
Twice.
is he has not faced elite competition yet, right?
Other than the Rams.
So does he have a start
So
coming up?
they have Tennessee this week, which Tennessee is cleared to play. They had
Undefeated.
Tennessee had no more.
Are they?
They have no
They're
more
2-0?
COVID. They're 3-0.
3-0.
Oh,
Tennessee's cleared to play. They should be. They hadn't had any COVID cases here.
is Jake Locker starting for them or?
No, he's playing left center for the Dale softball. So
there we go.
for some reason he
What I
always
like
hits the
about
ball
Josh
to me.
Jake
Allen-
Locker was from Ferndale, by the way.
I know. I have a friend of
you
mine
look
who's
confused.
his ex-sister-in-law.
So we're looking at Buffalo having two good games back to back because they got Tennessee, so good battle, and then they play another undefeated. They play Kansas City.
So that's going to be a
So
good test.
just like I said about
That'll
Burrow,
be- yeah.
this is going to be the test to prove, hey, you legit.
And I think if Allen does well against Kansas City and loses, his car maintains.
So
Yeah.
he doesn't have. He
it's
doesn't
one of those
have to
expectation
win.
things.
He doesn't have to win either game. He just has to play well.
Correct.
Really.
Don't turn over.
What I
Be
love
smart
about,
with the
what I
ball.
love-
Don't
what I
turn
love
it
about
over.
Allen is I've watched him since he came into the league, and you can see his progression getting better every game. He got better
Yeah.
and better and better and better and better.
I mean,
and
the
he proved in
mobile
the playoffs he
the
was
mobile aspect for him is huge. I mean, he's a big boy, and
Jim
he's
Kelly-ish?
hard to take down.
Jim
Yeah,
Kelly.
there you go.
I like the analogy, Jim Kelly-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, stand in there, wear your double knee brace, the whole 9 yards like that. So
So we
Your
can
horse collar,
the
your
big
horse,
the big band-aided, chin strap.
we're gonna rip some fire.
Yeah, so-
for Mr. Potter.
So Potter won. This is your buddy, right?
Yep.
So he won.
Harry,
Harry Potter.
No,
No.
JC.
So
Potter?
we're gonna
he
we're
likes
gonna-
him some Harry Potter.
We're gonna put on some.
Oh, game gloves. Look, these are game worn.
These are game worn.
You want the relic of the turf and dirt
They're
ripped
player
gloves.
use. Oh,
And there you go.
marketing right there.
Turf and dirt ripping gloves.
So
Nice bracelet, by the way.
isn't that?
It gives him the chi.
So that is Mount Everest snow, right?
Mount
Urine.
Everest rock and
then
Nile River crocodile.
The Dead Sea
Scrolls.
Skagit River mud.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do the picture-in-picture. I know you guys saw that the last time, and I know you guys were super stoked. Well, we can replay it for you so you can.
Instant replay.
All right, here we go. So, Devin did right on.
Is this live?
It's faded. Yep.
you
We're,
doing
we're,
Here
we're
we go.
live. We're
Here we
live
go.
on the book.
Here we go. It is Mosaic No Huddle. So we talked about Mosaic in the beginning, right? Now we get to see it live and in the flesh.
All right, and Mr. Potter is an Eagles fan, so we can pull some Eagles heat.
So Jalen Hurts, he
That
would be happy with,
yeah,
right?
he would take. He probably doesn't want Wentz your bed, or Miles Sanders would be good.
You're gonna want to send that as
Oh yeah,
part of it. So this would be his first official like turf and dirt.
Yeah, this is his first.
His first turf and dirt.
He was showing his kid all of his, the mass-produced 80s and 90s stuff, and so he was hyping that up pretty
You
good.
kind of get down with that, don't you?
The mass production, the wax wall.
Do you have a wax wall?
He has a wax ball.
Oh, whoa.
Got him.
How do you know?
Oh, snap. All right, we got Chris Jones. He is wearing a Husky Schmedium. We have Roger Staubach.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Oh,
There we go. Donovan
There we
McNabb.
go. I know you love that one.
Gosh, he was good back in the day.
Oh, he was.
Love me some McNabb. There we
There's
got
my
Dan
man.
Marino.
Yeah, we got some vet pools here.
We got
Kittles.
Nick Bosa.
Oh, Nick Bosa. Poor defense of 49ers.
So we got Kid Reporter. I don't know. Do you think they're doing the Kid Reporter thing this year?
I don't know. I think he needs
I
that
saw
kid
that pack where
reporter.
you ripped 2 of those kid reporters.
Oh, kid reporters. There's a lot of doubles
Don Russ
up.
action.
Don
That
Russ
was
always has 2.
doubled up. All right, we got
BLPG.
Nick Bosa. So we got a silver coming up.
Silver.
Khalil Mack silver.
Khalil Mack silver. Not too bad.
Not bad. It's actually in really good shape too. I'm very critical of.
Mosaic.
Yeah. What do we got next? J.K. Dobbins debut.
A day butt.
The day but. And then we've got Tyler Johnson base rookie.
Thought they were Keyshawn Vaughn's.
No. Please no more Keyshawn.
I don't know. Is Keyshawn even in Mosaic?
Mic drop.
That was the official mic drop. So, not too bad.
Not too bad. He got a McNabb, but I mean for somebody who
The best part of it though
hasn't been in the
is
card game.
The stuff is in great shape. I mean, you're always when I'm opening up Mosaic, it's one eye open watching it because you don't know the quality coming out of it. But I'm going to tell you right now, as a card guy, look at that.
That's a beautiful card.
I mean, it's stunning, right? When it's in good shape, it's a great looking card. So you got to be happy when it comes out in good condition. So
Anyway, congratulations.
Hey, way to go, Potter.
So
All
we're
right.
gonna
one and done though. Sorry, sir.
we're gonna replay the same contest, right? So Devin, are you gonna explain what?
So we're gonna clarify a little bit better this time. So we're gonna do a $30 value. So if you want anything, if you want some of the new heat that's gonna be coming out next week, if you happen to win, any absolute, anything that's the higher ticket. You don't even have to go with football. If you want to go the baseball or that hockey stick thing, you can do a little bit of that.
He just did that, by the way.
But you could pay the difference if you want the higher than the $30 value.
Turf and Dirt will cover up to $30. You bet.
We're gonna get that, and then you tell us what you want. Before the show, we'll have you pick your pack, and then we'll save it aside for you, and then we'll rip it next week. But I don't plan to, tank it 2 weeks.
Are you taking
in a row.
it personal?
And remember,
I'm personal.
And remember, you have to win it, not just come
you
ahead
have
of
to
us.
you have to win it. You're in it to win it.
See, and I thought it was
If you're
they
not-
just had to be
No,
ahead of
if,
us.
if you're not first, you're last. Because look how many people are ahead of us. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people in front of Tony. So
I'm glad.
you owe all of
glad-
them
So
a
I should
pack.
go to 6 so I can get a pack too.
Yeah.
Really? That's cool. So, all right. Well, I'm happy that, let's be honest, you hate losing, but
Yep.
I don't mind losing in this situation
Yeah.
because I love spreading the mojo of sports cards around.
Yeah, and for somebody like this, where he's got his kids, his
Sure.
son who was getting excited. They were watching the game. Even my boys were pumped, and it got them into watching the games this week a little bit more. He's calling me at work. Hey, Dad, what time is it? What game are you? So it's spicing it up, and then to see the cards come in, it's gonna be like Christmas to these guys. So I'm excited to give that out, but I don't plan on giving too much of those out.
Yeah, I wouldn't anticipate. I would be shocked if Devin does not come in first place this week.
What am I?
Yeah.
Top liver?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but
first
you do it while you're driving.
first loser.
You can't be evaluating very well behind the wheel, right?
Listen, I ate Chinese food on the way up here.
That's why you look so plump
That's
and
why
ready
you're-
to go when you came to
That's
the
why you
door.
keep looking at the clock. What time? How much time do we have left?
Yeah, I got the chow mein in the car,
That's
in the
right.
car marinating.
Costco special. I mean, a
Hey.
Safeway special.
Costco specials is the hot dog and the soda. Come on.
So I know we kind of talked about this last time, but I think that's wraps it up. Like we've gotten episode 3 done.
Yeah, I mean,
Like mic drop done. How
next
do you feel
week
it's going?
I feel this is great. You know, we really got in some good convos today, some good topics.
I think so.
I think that was much needed to add some more heat to this show that we're bringing you. But we need a little bit more. We try to get a guest on.
So I think we should always try to preview what's going to be coming next.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit harder because a nice topic like LeBron walking off the court,
it's got to be in the moment.
we don't know what the next moment
and
thing is. So
It'll
that
be the
will
next.
be on the fly.
It'll be the division championships. It'll be the NLCS, ALCS next week. So we'll be a little bit into that. And
we are
then-
possibly going to see a guest here pretty
Yeah,
soon.
if we can definitely get a guest, somebody with a little flair, maybe, whatever we can get. I want Trevor Bauer. Give me Trevor Bauer on the show. If you need controversy, that's the man.
See, that would be fun. I would just love to to turn the camera on him and just let him go. For
Bauer.
an hour.
Bauer would be
A Bauer hour,
Oh,
baby.
it ain't even. You see, Bauer outage, Bauer
I'm
hour.
looking forward to what's his name.
To what's his name?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
2013 select.
Great guy. Just met him this weekend.
I'm actually, yeah. I mean, he's actually critiqued the podcast a little bit, and
Got a wealth of knowledge.
you guys
rubbed
frictioned it up
elbows with
this
the,
week. That was pretty good.
We need the critique though. Like
Sure.
whoever disliked our video on YouTube, keep the dislike. But just
Are you a little pissed that they
Nah, I'm-
disliked it?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
they didn't
pissed.
stick with the
They
dislike.
retract it?
yeah, dislike it, but
They undisliked it.
give us a comment on why you dislike
It's
it.
probably Gade.
Like, I don't want to dislike as just like a spite dislike. Oh, like you're
Oh,
mean
you're
to me,
doing
you
it. I'm
VI
not doing it, so I'm not disliking it.
Yeah, like I don't want the spite. Like just come on. If you're gonna dislike it, give us a reason.
You know
why.
what the
I got
scary
no
thing
hate.
is, though, is anybody can do this. This
And-
is not rocket science. This
But-
is not.
But the thing is that anybody can do it, and we've seen so many before we started this podcast. We watched a couple different ones, and you could see the dynamic, and I think that's a huge
Not everybody
aspect
can knock the
of it.
mic over like you did, but yeah, we can.
And make bodily function noises like you did, but
But the thing
Okay.
is rolling with it. It doesn't cause that hiccup in the show.
But see, Devin also
It caused a
coined,
burp.
but yeah, but Devin also coined the phrase in the beginning. I think we ran this on the pilot, right? Was keeping it raw.
Keeping it raw. I mean, we got to keep it raw. We got to keep that barbershop talk in the card shop.
So, and I do think we need the shirts,
Yeah, we need something.
barbershop and the card shop.
We need some.
We might
Kards
even
Korner
do
fire.
a barbershop remote.
Yeah,
at
no.
some point. And you guys think we're kidding, but actually,
No,
we're not,
we're gonna
so.
do it. I just got to pop in one more barbershop chair. We got 2 in there.
So one of the topics we're going to
Shout
cover
out to
next
Connie.
week, card wise, and I want you to think about this, okay? Because I mean, everybody can think about it, but I think it's going to be geared more for Tony because Tony is more of a blank canvas when it comes to card collecting than you or I.
he's fresh.
Is what type of collector are you looking to be, or what type of collector are you trying to be?
If you're coming back into the hobby, what do you want to dip your toes into?
Like, we want to cover that because that is a topic that I get all the time in the shop. I'm just getting back into it. What should I buy?
It shouldn't be a question that they ask.
It happens 25
should be,
I hear
it
it
should
asked
be
all the time.
It should be organic.
When I hang out at the shop here, I see people coming all the time. Hey, I collected back, we're from the same generation, boomers.
What
and it's
should I
like,
get?
What should I get?
What should I
get?
buy? And I always
do
ask,
you recommend?
I always say that's a loaded question
Yeah.
because there is 9 different ways you can go.
I want you to buy the most expensive pack in the shop, please, sir.
Well, most shops will say
Wow,
that.
that sounded like
Most shops will say that.
Yeah.
And a lot of shops that aren't honest will say that.
Yeah, no.
You know?
This is the last one of
Not
this
at Surfing Day.
pack. I got 10 in the back, but this is the last one. It's like an eBay 1 of 1 up on the shelf right now.
Right.
Quadruple
you
SP.
You must buy this
does
one
that
pack.
does that include the NT box that has 1 pack in it?
Yep.
Yep, sweet.
I got one more I just thought about. Sending a pack to get PSA'd. the pack itself, the whole pack,
To get it graded?
to get it
Oh,
graded.
that
You
would
seen
be
those?
dope.
A blind
but
grade?
I've seen like graded. Either they're graded or
The
they're
graded
framed.
wax packs.
Graded wax packs.
Yep. It does hapen.
I mean,
But wouldn't that would be wild in itself? Like,
But they
say,
do
hey,
it.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna buy a pack off the show.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna send it. I don't even know what I'm pulling. I'm gonna
Right.
send it, and then Merry Christmas when it comes
so
back, and I
what's
see
the
some
deal with that? I
grades.
mean, you've been doing this for eons.
Am I that old,
decade.
really?
Yeah.
You've been doing it for a decade, and I mean, maybe it might be a new thing, but what's the purpose of that?
Grading a pack?
Yeah, just to pack it.
Because
The whole wax
because a pack, like you grade an 86, 87 Fleer pack, right? And it grades high. It just like a graded card becomes a valuable commodity, right? I mean, the pack itself is vintage enough that, you don't turn it down, you don't not deal with it, but graded, it is sealed up, it's not been touched, it hasn't been put in a bag and, put on the
And it can
shoulder
have
and
it can
jump
have
down to
Uribe
the
in there.
shop and it could have a 1990 Fleer Jose Uribe in there.
There you go.
That you buy for $500,000.
I just saw that recently.
And then anybody who's in that memorabilia like you, the collecting, turf
it's-
and dirt, getting that TriStar.
So one of the things
That's
that
a big
we
deal.
got is
Yeah, it
we'll
is.
plug we got in a wholesale account with TriStar. They are the memorabilia kind of end of collecting. They do a lot of jerseys.
Auto jerseys.
Helmets.
So you said what Hall of Famers are going to
So
be
we
in
have
the
a
blind
we have
one?
a case breakup now where it's a 5-box, $150 per spot. There's 2 Hall of Famers. Producer refresh my memory. Is it 2 favorites or 2 active players, 1 fan favorite?
Do we know what sport they are? Or-
Football.
It's all football.
It's all
okay.
football.
And then the mini helmets.
Mini helmets
coming
is all
in too.
football.
All right.
Yeah,
Pro football or college?
pro.
Pro.
Well, actually, the helmets could be.
College. See, now I'd love some college fire. That would be cool.
It could be. I mean,
But I'm-
producers are
What
looking
about
right
what
now,
about?
so.
You said case break.
Case break? So basically, instead of doing where people would like put out a checklist, right, where what jersey names are going to be in there.
This is just
And-
blind.
Right, and you go, okay, I'm
like
gonna
a raffle.
I'm gonna buy Tom Brady's jersey,
Out of the box.
but you open the case break and you don't get the Brady jersey. Well, you don't get a refund for paying for
Right.
the
You're
Brady.
Getting Chad
I
Pennington.
don't want to do that. I want to make
So
sure that
are you doing like a randomizer thing?
randomized. So you'll pay your $150 for your spot. We will pull the boxes out from the case. We will number them on camera as we pull them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 people, we will put them in the randomizer.
Boom, boom, boom.
Randomize it. Whatever that comes out, the box number will correspond to your position on the list, and you will get that box, and we will open it
You'll
on
get
camera.
you'll get the choice. You'll get a choice.
No, you
So
get
there's
whatever
no choice.
corresponds.
Okay,
So
I got you.
that number with the randomizer.
Some breakers do it that way, where they will open them up, randomize the list,
First
and
person,
first
you get to
person
pick.
get to pick
Get
the
first
first
pick.
one,
Right.
but there can be some
dog.
severely pissed people if you do that. Like I've seen some. Pick
Yeah,
up
no,
a
I
baseball
like
bat and take it to the
I like
side
the
of a
random
car.
side to it because I mean everybody's in the same boat.
You don't
It's
know.
level
You
playing
don't know.
field.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
You don't see the Tom Brady jersey and go, "Oh, I'm hoping," and then don't
Womp,
get it,
womp.
and you're
I'm telling
pissed
you,
because
it's gonna
you
be a
got
Cade McNown.
because you got Geno Smith's New York Jets like locker room bloody jersey from getting punched in the nose,
I'd rather
right?
get a T-shirt from Geno's in Philly
Yeah.
Steakhouse. You know.
See now, if I got
Philly
if I got a
cheesesteaks.
juju, it would be $150. I would live stream me lighting that shit on fire.
You wouldn't be down with Juju.
Or you-
I wouldn't
or-
even, but I
It
wouldn't
might
even.
not, might not even be, depending on what producer has to say right now. It might not even be a possibility.
2 Hall of Fame,
2 Hall of Fame,
Did it tell you who?
current,
1 current,
2 favorites.
2 favorites.
So
My
Juju
favorite
is-
or Jimmy's favorites?
Are they favorites based?
425 unique jerseys within this checklist.
Okay,
Are they favorites due to your region?
No.
No.
they're just random. Okay, so
Well,
that's-
because the company is located in Texas, right?
okay, so
so
we're gonna get a lot of Vince
It
Young.
might be a
I'll
lot
take a
of
stop
Dallas
back.
Cowboy.
I'll take a Drew
like,
Pearson.
Hey, give me Amari Cooper. Give me
Yeah.
a CD Lamb. That would be fire if we
That'll
get a
be
rookie.
fun. Well,
Ezekiel.
Deontay Foreman.
Drew
Aye.
Pierce. Hey, my favorite,
Longhorns
Hollywood
jersey.
Henderson. When's the last time you
So-
heard that name?
Oh,
So anyway, that is up. turfanddirtsportscards.com. You can go and buy your spot. Yes.
You want the highlights of the helmets?
Yes. Give it to us.
College and pro.
college and pro.
College is sick.
You're looking for 2020 draft picks and sophomore sensations.
Oh, 2020. Oh, fire.
6 Hall of Famers,
Spidey sense is tingling.
3 favorites, and 1 current in each case.
Oh, man.
So hold on, run those numbers again.
6 Hall of Famers,
6 Hall of Famers.
3 favorites,
So that's 9.
and 1 current player.
Does it tell you the list of what the current players and what the favorites are?
Let's
That's pretty fire, though, that 6
Yeah.
of them are Hall of Famers.
Soon to be Hall of Famers or no?
Well, there is a Hall of Famer that was a Bengal. Didn't Archie Griffin win it twice?
Icky Woods? No?
The Icky Shuffle. I still
Yeah,
have
that is a Hall of Fame dance.
James Brooks. He was number 21, man.
Give me some Ocho Cinco.
Is Ken Anderson a Hall of Famer?
Give me Chad.
I don't think he is.
Ken Anderson.
I think he's a Bengal Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
but I don't think
He's a
what
ring.
do they call
a
the
ring of honor type.
They stole Seattle's. Is Steve Largent
Everybody's
in there?
got a ring of honor.
Kenny Easley, Jim Zorn,
It doesn't have a whole checklist.
Dr. Dan Dornick.
Do they have a partial checklist?
I think Tony, I think you're gonna have to jump in. One of us are gonna have to jump in.
Oh, I'm
so
all
we
over
can-
that. I'm already all over that.
So, yeah, I mean,
we
it's-
can
it's
get
gonna be-
something and show you what kind of
It's going to be fire.
heat
So
we come.
So expect to see some memorabilia kind of flavor to
Yeah,
the
no, I
shop
think that
and
would be-
everything. So
And please don't ask if Turf and Dirt is going to have it framed for you.
yeah, we will not do that. Tony will take care of all framing. You just do it at Tony Yontero at Gmail.
It's Why Not Tony.
Why not, Tony?
Tony's backwards is
I like
Why Not.
Yontero
Oh, there
better.
you go. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yontero is more kind of
Like
you know,
Jordan.
Pulse.
Like Jordan.
It's like Luis
anyway,
Robert.
So I think it's going great, guys. I mean, podcast
loving
is
it.
awesome. I love the fact that we're able to talk for an hour without at least an hour without struggling.
Or fighting each other.
Hey,
But
Does
that's
that like chicken fights though?
TBD.
Because that would be super fun, like under
TBD.
the under the table.
under the table. Oh,
It'd be more of like
Ooh,
1, 2,
that
3, 4.
tickles.
Declare a thumb war.
All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for us. Episode 3. We got 6 short days before episode 4.
Yeah.
We record. So
let's go. Hey,
it's gonna be
watch,
fun.
share, subscribe. I don't
Please,
care
get
if
it
you've
out
done
there.
if you've done it already. Do it again. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep doing it.
Are we getting more and more views as we go?
What I've noticed is the older video, our pilot's still getting the views. So it's
He's got the analytics.
It's like a trickle down
it's
effect.
It
yeah,
is.
it's like it was like 170.
So
then
that's
60.
kind of like
so it's,
the chocolate
It's catching
fountain
up.
Sure.
at the buffet.
But see, the
chocolate
people
fountain coming down.
we're getting a lot of love on Facebook, which is great. Which like 99.9% of them are people that I know or work with. So I appreciate all of you. So we just share it. A simple share of our page would mean the world because
Absolutely.
it's getting it out there to that many more people to help us.
Now, do you think though
continue to grow?
that these topics are stuff that people would talk about normally, like inside their work? Or...
Just those who are in the sport itself. in the
that
sport.
water fountain
Those
talk?
are
Yeah.
those who collect, I guess.
I mean, you don't want to make this a elite subject matter that
No,
would not reach the common person.
I mean,
right?
I have people at my work who are sports fans. They're not card people, or they're not even
Sure.
like die-hard sports fans. They might just like, I'm a Seahawk fan, hoo-hoo. But they ask me about the podcast. Oh, that's great. They're sharing it, they're liking it, and so I appreciate that. Like it's given me, I know at work, just a little bit more
You got
conversation.
a little more street
And
cred
with me,
at work.
with me, it's just maybe more popular with my kids' friends.
Yeah, there you go.
Your dad's on TV.
Yeah. What?
All right,
But
well,
don't forget to like, subscribe,
share.
Yeah, share.
And if
share
you're gonna
the
give
love.
you're gonna give a dislike, that's not a problem. Just let
Then
us
tell
know
us.
why you're disliking it. We would like to
We're
know.
all for it.
So, hate makes us better.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it.
So,
Give it. Yes.
really,
My wife hates me every day, and it just makes me better. It's
that's
okay.
right.
Let's not
You
go
learn.
there.
All right, guys.
Put your mask on.
Hey,
All right.
one more thing.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen.
Oh,
Yep. Oh, and shout out to Lids Bellingham, hooked up the Turf and Dirt Michael Jordan hat.
a
Appreciate
little
that.
dirty.
Lids Bellingham. That was super fire of them yesterday. So they gave a little shout out on the Instagram. So love to see that. So
There we go.
Go check them out. They will do custom hats. Kind of pricey, but hey, it's all right. Right?
It pays to be beautiful.
It does. All
You
right,
wanna play,
guys.
you got to pay.
That's going to do it for us. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll
3,
see everybody next
2,
time.
1.
We're out.